Welcome to She Who Wrenches, a Mercyverse reread-along podcast. Today we're mostly talking about Bloodbound, but everything through Blind Date with a Werewolf is fair game, including fair game. Spoiler howl. Ow. Ow. In case you don't remember, this is the one where a demon-riding vampire tears Warren apart and Mercy inadvisably teams up with vampires to get retribution. And today we're starting with Chapter 8. Maybe we'll even finish it.
And now it's time for Recap Guy!
Warren basically got beat within an inch of his life and dumped into a literal dumpster. We talked about crossovers of Arrested Development, South Park, Pokemon Go, Star Wars. Then we discussed Effluvia and if it's right for you. And that takes us up to now.
Marcy's about to go into the bar and actually talk to Marsilia.
So let's see what we can cross over with now.
Mercy's one of her first observations is that Marsilia is wearing white, which is not a good color on her.
Right.
Apparently.
And isn't it like a Marilyn Monroe style dress or something?
Yeah, but like she's kind of too skinny to have
Can't pull it off.
Pulled off right. Yeah. She does not have the curves, apparently. Very attractive person, but maybe not that style.
Also, why would vampires wear white clothes? They drink blood.
That's a good question, but actually Andre comments on it. He was like, I'm wearing the white to mourn Stefan and his passing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well.
Andre found a midnight sale at Nordstrom Rack is what's up.
I think it just looked better if they dressed up like Dumb and Dumber instead of like the creamsicle one in the blue.
All right.
I mean, that's one way to go.
Yeah.
It's certainly a choice, right?
And so she's talking about how it kind of looks a little bit better on Andre, but they're both wearing white. And Marsilia has this red drink she's like trying to make Mercy think is blood.
Look at what I've got in this glass. Yeah.
You wish you had this Clamato.
My headcanon is exactly that it's Clamato in like a gray tinted glass so that it just looks darker red and is kind of thick and weird and super gross to like anyone else.
Assuming it's actually not blood, does sort of settle like, can the vampires in this universe physically consume food that is not? And I know they don't very often.
Food.
But can they?
Yeah.
And it answers that. They can human it when they need to. It talks a little bit about how the crowd has a really ugly mood and they're kind of nasty. And
it's a bad vibe up in Uncle Mike's. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so she does like her werewolf fronting, like, make sure you can see my lamb necklace that is crazy OP, and sitting down backwards at the chair, Riker style.
Let's rap.
She has the Riker Maneuver down pat.
Yes.
Mercy's like, hey, so apparently you want me to hunt your vampire for you. What's up?
Yeah. Word on the street is, you've got something on your to-do list you're trying to assign to me. You just want to take that card in Trello and put my name on it, and I understand. So, yeah. The thing I liked in this is how over it Mercy is, when they're sitting there, and she basically is like, so, this is what you want me to do. Why me? What is it about walkers versus vamps, that is why I don't have any friends like me? So we don't get an answer.
She does not really get an answer. She's like, well, about them seeing ghosts and just doesn't take it any further than that.
I don't remember how she puts it, but it's like, basically, I'm not answering you, and the way I'm telling you I'm not answering you means Andre is not going to tell you anything either once I'm gone.
Yeah, she looks at him like, you got it? Yeah. But she does say the immunity thing. And when it comes to actually, like, what ends up killing Littleton, it is her immunity that is the reason that she can do it and nobody else can. Yeah. Because she's the only one he's not turning into an insane whatever, and everyone else is under his thumb. All the werewolves, all the vampires.
I am no man kind of moment, yeah.
And she says, you're my only hope.
Years ago, you served with Stefan.
In the Walker Wars.
Yeah, in the Walker Wars. A long time ago. A long time.
What's wrong with us? Marsilia kind of explains how to kill a vampire, but later we find out she left out some crucial steps, probably intentionally.
Yeah.
Very intentionally, I think. Yeah.
And also, she sends her to go after Littleton because it's like, well, if something happens to you, it's no sweat off of us.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. It's not like you count for anything, so,
One problem off my list.
Yep.
Exactly. 2 birds stoned at once. Isn't that how that goes?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
So we work it out, and then Mercy tries to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to go off with Andre. They're going to work on this project together. It's like when you get that assignment in class where you have to do a group project and you're not really sure you want to actually do the project with anyone that you've been assigned to work with in that group. Mm-hmm. That's Mercy's current situation.
Yeah.
And then he gets out fine, but Mercy gets stopped by some aggressive Fae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, you have to do a dance number.
I'm here waiting for a production number. Chop, chop.
Yeah. Now it's Mercy the musical.
On ice.
Yeah, on ice.
And I think Mercy has a lot of strengths, but I do think one of them is knowing her strengths. I'm a coach in real life, not the sports kind, the life kind. And like helping people with their strengths is a thing that we work with people to do. And so I love that she knows her strengths. She's like, this is what my voice does well. This is what it does not do well. So when Uncle Mike says, hey, here's the forfeit, you owe us a song. And she, hates playing all instruments. So
Yeah.
yes, singing is it. That she knows like, this is how I need to pick the song is so that it will fit with what I do naturally. I know my strengths and weaknesses. And that's something I do appreciate about her a lot. She may
same.
underestimate some of her strengths sometimes, but that makes her a more likable character. So.
Right. If nothing else, it's the magnitude of how strong the strength is or how weak the weakness is sometimes the part that she gets wrong. But she's really clear and like knows herself very, very well. Like that, because we hear her process like in most of the books, like we're in her head. So, well, that's out because this, that's out because this, that's out because this, and is very clear and like knows herself very, very well. Like that's never going to happen, for this, that's never going to happen for that. And is very good at, that piece of it in trying to, formulate things and stuff. And so that is a thing that I appreciate about reading these is somebody who does know themselves that well.
Yeah, it's great. I like her decision on the song also. She was like, a subtle insult, not something full on, but I can't have them thinking I'm weak. And so I don't want it to be something so bad that they're going to attack me, but also like, I'm not a doormat.
Yeah. I think this falls really firmly in the category of malicious compliance.
Yeah, that's a good phrase for what this is. She's like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Right. So, in a tavern full of Fae who were chased away by Christians and their cold iron, I sang a Christmas carol.
Oh, I thought it would have been better if it was Iron Man. I know, out of the pack.
What were we just saying about strengths? This is the longest you've gone without getting kicked out, I think.
It actually might be a new record.
Well, I haven't been talking much, so I've been, targeting more.
Waiting for the right place to slip in.
Yeah.
Okay. Strategic
where I can
deployment.
do the most damage.
Yeah.
Where I can derail us most efficient.
And it works because the woman laughs and is like, okay, let's go back to normal.
Okay, we good.
It really did feel a little bit like, hey, so I hope you've been enjoying the Super Bowl. Here's your halftime show. And now back to the story.
It did. Yeah, it was. I definitely felt like that moment was a very interesting detour.
And it felt like a little bit of a detour. It wasn't inappropriate for the story, but it did feel like, thank you for that musical number. Now back to the story.
Yep.
Hopefully Andre's still waiting for you.
How long before he gets bored and wanders off, right?
Yeah.
But Mercy does make it out.
And Uncle Mike's like, she's asked Uncle Mike, how did you know I could even sing or read music? And he's like, he gives her some reasons that was like, but of course, it wasn't my life on the line. But he is correct. She was raised by a Welshman, and that is why she was forced to have music lessons.
Mm-hmm. She was gonna have like a minimum level whether she wanted it or not. Yeah.
He perhaps had even attended one of the music nights. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? The way the plots progress and the times when different characters come and go. Like, I don't think it's 1, but I don't think it's 5 number of times that we sort of get this reminder that there is likely a long and storied relationship between Bran and Uncle Mike, just due to the fact that they've both been around for just ever. And, you know, whether you like somebody or don't like somebody, if you've both been around for that period of time, of course, you're going to kind of be aware of each other, even if it's just casually.
And I don't remember if it was this book or a different book, but at one point she does say, like, it hadn't even occurred to me for a second that Bran wouldn't know who Uncle Mike was. Like, she just threw his name in. And Bran was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Of course, that's what Bran always does, but...
Yeah.
And with that, we finished chapter 8 and are moving on to chapter 9.
All right.
Seems like a good time to wrap up.
All right.
All right.
We've covered about the average amount of book at this point. So, yeah, good night, everybody.
I actually don't think we're at our average yet, but we've been like doing the middle of chapter. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
That's true. Anyway, chapter 9. Hello and welcome.
Andre's like, hey, let's ride over together to go check out Stefan's flock and ask if they know anything. And by flock, of course, we mean the humans that he feeds off of.
Yes.
And she's like, yeah, how about no?
Yeah, never carpool with vampires.
They have so much less to lose than you.
Because there's still not 2 people in the car, so you're going to get pulled over if you're in the carpool lane.
And also,
right?
Andre's driving the Bloodmobile. It's like, I'm not getting in that.
Be a little more subtle.
Yeah,
Andre.
be subtle.
That would be aggressively conspicuous.
Yeah.
It is the opposite of Uncle Mike's.
Yes.
It's got a custom grill on it and there's like fangs on it.
Well, I think you really can tell the Seethe cars apart from the other cars because they're like so extra dark tinted windows.
Yeah.
I think that was too many words you could have said because they are so extra. Full stop. They're the blackest of black, the tintedest of tinted windows. They've got that like little dome thing over the license plate, so the traffic cameras can't take a picture. Like, right down to the ground. Those things they're built to like attract so much attention and repel attention at the same time. I find them fascinating automobiles. Look at this giant car. You're not allowed to know anything about its contents, but look at this Mercedes, this top of the line this year Mercedes,
So they go over to Stefan's house, and Andre, who I think we mentioned before, has already kind of accidentally killed Daniel and then brought him over as a vampire, but like under his control. He's like, yeah, so I don't think they're going to let me in because they might be kind of still mad about that. Can't figure out why.
I lost my membership card.
I have no idea why they won't let me in the door, but the bouncer hates me. I don't know what's going on.
They just hold a grudge about things like killing their friends.
It was such a dumb thing. I mean, all I did was kill one little human, and they're all mad. Yeah,
super rude. They're not going to let him in, and Mercy's like, okay, bye. She goes in to talk to them.
Delight in that though when they were like. He like went to go in and they're like, no, you're not allowed in until my dad comes home. But Mercy, so Mercy could come in. So, and she walks in and I love that like he's still standing there. They just shut the door on him. And I thought that was really funny.
I'd say he won't hold his breath, but he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mercy talks with the teacher lady. Not the teacher as in the vampire with that nickname, but Naomi, who probably was a teacher at some point because of the way she talks. And they have like this little exchange.
Crash course
she's
in
like,
vamps.
She's like, hey, you don't see my bites. And Mercy's like, yeah, you want to see mine?
Yeah.
And they're kind of horrified. And so they're like, yeah, we don't really know where Stefan went. He doesn't tell us stuff.
Woke up, he was gone.
Instead, she just gets the crash course on vamps.
Yeah. We get Vamp 101. Here's the deal. Here's how it works. And I think we also get a crash course in sheep as well. Like, them and their deal and being bound and
that they have to feed for a while so that he has enough control over them that they can't go talking about vampires.
And also it can cure what ails you.
Depending on what ails you, but yeah. I wonder why we haven't come back to this, like, trying to come up with a more politically correct vampire. We hear he has in the past done this experimentation, but it sounds like it was, like, in the 80s and 90s that it's been kind of abandoned.
Medicinal vampirism.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know, it seems like maybe a thing you should bring back, because...
Yeah. I mean, everything else from the 80s and 90s has made a comeback. Like, this should too. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, we've talked about the reasons we might turn into a werewolf or, like, let a vampire bite us. And I'm going to die from something bloodborne is a pretty great way to go.
So we also find out about killing him.
Yeah. No, staking is not enough.
Yeah.
Mercy's data is woefully inadequate. And the thing that I liked about that, well, in my headcanon, is that Andre can hear the entire conversation even though he's not inside. And so he knows that Mercy has all the information that she actually needs, not all the information Marsilia gave her, and that was it.
And I think a really useful quote, but also one that was interesting in another context, was that Rachel, the girl who comes in, who apparently has been vampire food since she was 12, comes in and is like, a dead vampire is ashes.
Yep.
It's good to know, because then you're like, well, okay, then I want to always be prepared with the fire option, right? Just in case. But then in the most recent book to come out, The Blind Date with a Werewolf, he's like, in vampires this old, ashes isn't enough. If you give them enough time, they can come back to life.
Yeah, like a werewolf has to piss on his ashes.
Okay.
That's not terrifying.
They have to throw them in the ocean or something.
Yeah, like get running water and do this other stuff, or apparently have a magical lioness solve it for you. Lioness goddess solve it for you. But like, apparently that's not enough. That was interesting, where it was like, okay, for the time being, this is apparently all we need to know, because this is a baby vamp. But but the later we're like, ashes sometimes isn't enough. Oh, okay, good to know.
So that's fun. Yeah.
And then they're like, I think Stefan was like tracking the violence on a map, but we didn't get to see it. And he found a pattern. And so that's probably how they found him. But we didn't get to see it. I don't know if anybody searched the house for it, but maybe he just took it with him. Anyway, but that's the most useful in terms of actually finding Littleton that they get.
Not a lot of... It was sort of sideways progress. Like, we've got a lot better context and a lot more information about vamps and how to deal with what we're up against, and armed with a little more knowledge, but no closer to where is he, what's he doing, and like all of that.
Yeah, I think that's when she goes and talks to Andre, and she's like, so not just staking?
Yeah. Were you going to tell me this at some point?
And I do wonder, like, was he ever going to say anything?
Probably not.
He explains that, Marsilia wants one to control herself. I get that she is more powerful than Stefan, but, like, how much more powerful that she's so sure that she can withstand this? Like, a lot of the vampires trying to do this stuff themselves really kind of feels like hubris. Especially Andre. Like, if Stefan's more powerful than Andre, and they're like, Andre's going to go rescue Stefan because apparently he couldn't hang. And whatever made them think that would work? Like, for 2 seconds.
Like, we got this. Like, do you, though?
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they exchange phone numbers awkwardly at the mall like you did as a preteen. And then she's got to go to work soon. So she's like, okay, bye. Oh, no, she does ask about, like, well, if this is a baby vampire, doesn't he have to listen to his maker? Not realizing that she is talking to his maker.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
He's like, young vampires have to. But we also know that by this point, he already isn't in control of Littleton anymore. And I assume Andre knows that?
When I went back through it, I think Andre found out when Stefan came back from the hotel with Mercy, because that was supposed to have done it. That was supposed to have done Stefan in, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Littleton says later, "Oh, I could listen in," and so he's like, "What is a walker?" Because he was listening in at that conversation at Uncle Mike's through Andre's eyes, which is
Yeah, super great.
and apparently Andre didn't realize this.
Which seems weird because it can't be the first one that he ever turned. But like, is it because
It
the
is.
demon can do it? You know.
It is. They said he hasn't turned anybody else. I mean, except Daniel, I guess.
Well, yeah.
But that wasn't like his.
But Daniel wasn't around long enough to have anything to anything, really. So
No, and like he didn't groom Daniel. Stefan did.
yeah, that relationship was not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're like, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Later, Gator. Yeah.
And this next one is the one that actually would give me nightmares. This next scene. Mercy goes to sleep because she only has like 3 hours before she has to go to work. And wakes up to a scratching noise.
Yeah. Like, huh. That's coming from the East Wing. Huh. That's strange.
Of the single
Weird
wide.
noise from the East Wing. What's happening?
Yeah.
I think it was actually from her bedroom window.
Yeah.
Like, I
that's-
Which
just
is-
got to sleep.
yeah.
now I have to
best
walk
get
all
my
the way over
walking
there.
shoes on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess I get my steps in.
Getting the little elevator chair for the steps
Yeah.
upstairs.
And she has to run to the end of the trailer because it's like space balls. Because if you don't walk, the book's getting in by the time she gets to the end of the trailer.
Yeah, exactly. So what is this noise? Is it a tree branch? It's not a tree branch.
No.
Is it? No. Is it a tumbleweed? Because it could be, but it isn't.
No, it's a creepy ass vampire watching you sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's his fang against the window, making noise. And then he decides to up his game. Oh, now I've got your attention. And channels his inner cat. You know, the cat is standing on the counter where it's not supposed to be and stares at you as it pushes the glass of water off the counter.
Yeah.
This is that moment. Now that I've got your attention,
Yeah.
watch this. So, peels back the siding like a tuna can. And as is a common response in Eastern Washington, I think something's going to hit the fan. Let me get my gun.
Well, she also realized he's hovering, like not legs not on the ground.
Because we upstairs.
Yeah. But then she has to beat feet back to the West Wing to get her guns.
Exactly. I'm gonna take this giant gun. Yeah, come at me, bro. Yeah.
She also realizes the power is out.
Yep.
There is none power, which of course reminds me of all of those dreams where you try to turn on the light switch and you can't, and it's like just the creepy amount of light.
Mm-hmm. And also, he's apparently a ventriloquist.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
He's
he can
throwing-
channel all the other people's voices.
All
and-
these other people. Yeah. That was where it got weird, where it got extra, like, weird for me was apparently that was Warren screaming is what she figures out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like him screaming as he was being ripped
Tortured,
to shreds
Disassemble.
by Littleton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No disassemble. Warren 5 is alive.
Kind of.
Kind of.
We'll see how the night
a little
goes.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so she hears her own scream. She hears
And Samuel.
Samuel's
Yeah.
voice, and she's like, "Huh, I wonder where he got Samuel's voice from."
Mm-hmm.
And then the Warren screams, and she's like, "It's a good thing that he started with my voice, because if I thought Warren was being tortured out there, I would have gone out to get him."
I'd have been done for. Yeah.
She does kind of remember partway through that, like, oh, right, he can't come in without an invitation, but doesn't feel all that secure in her knowledge, especially when he
again with the malicious
goes under the
compliance.
floor.
Exactly.
Yeah, it goes under the floor.
Yeah.
Because apparently he can get under the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he peeled back the siding, was like now he can stroll around underneath at his leisure, right? So, yeah.
In the basement of the giant single wide trailer.
Yeah, in the basement under the East Wing. of the single wife.
Yeah. You know what would have been a better thing to do to her? Just get a big truck and hook it up to her trailer and just start towing it down the
Just move
highway.
it somewhere else.
Yeah, just move it somewhere.
I still can't get in, but I can take you somewhere else.
Yep. Congratulations, you live in Burbank now.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to East Pasco, Mercy. Yeah.
My brother's friends used to threaten him with doing that. We're going to tow your house.
I've seen the hitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen hitches could make that happen. So now he's at large underneath her house. Still not in, but still not any fun. And she's still like, for Pete's sake, I got to work in the morning, which is, basically now. And she thinks, like, it sounds like this is where he's at. So she unloads into the bathroom floor.
Yeah, because I think he's pushing up from the bottom of the house with this thing that apparently can take down bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't they silver bullets too? Like
They were silver.
They were silver bullets,
werewolf.
yeah. In an elephant gun or whatever. So she's got this, rocket launcher on her in her bathroom.
Her Acme bag.
Takes a couple shots at him, and they come back up through the holes in the floor.
Yeah, he shaped it like a little coyote.
And then
And a little
flees
bat.
the scene. But now, of course, because she lives in the like, I don't know what's further out than outskirts, but the outskirts of Findlay, which is not a big place. So all the neighbors heard it. She only has neighbors in the technical sense, but everybody heard a giant gun go off. So now there's fallout from that because now, but she's over there and she lives alone. And is she okay? What is she shooting at?
But she's also like, hey, why didn't any of the werewolves come to check that out? Like, she's glad, but also like, what's up?
I'm glad nobody got, but also like, you're right there. You all heard it.
Yeah.
Because they would have heard all of it. They would have heard Samuel. They would have heard Warren. They would have heard her.
At the very least, you would have heard the gunshots.
Yeah.
From
at
the
a
gun
minimum.
that, again, can apparently take out a bear. Yeah, and then the bullets that he throws back up are covered in blood. So, like, she's shot successfully.
Yeah.
The good news is she got him.
The bad news is it made no difference.
Yeah. The bad news, the bad news is it basically did was, sort of anger him, I guess. So, yeah. So then now he's got to hit the road. Here she is. The East Wing.
Yeah.
Curled up with her cat.
Cracked open like a beer that got shotgunned. Yeah.
Now she's going to figure out which closet she has to sleep in now. Oh, man.
He's demolished Stefan's guest room. It's a whole
Took
thing.
out 2 of her best closets. Jeez.
Luckily, neither one of them has any stuff in it, so it's fine, right?
It's not like you need to put stuff in your closet.
What are you supposed to do with the closet? Put stuff in it? Come on.
No, you put Stefan in it.
You put Vamps in there, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about revamping my trailer.
That's very good. Yeah.
They're rare, but they do happen. This might be the first one this whole
You throw enough of them at the wall,
you
one
throw
of
'em
them's
enough
going to
out there.
stick. Yep.
You have your moments.
Yeah,
Not
not
many,
many.
but you do have
But
them.
you do have them. So now Mercy's like, great. I didn't even get a power nap. And there is no way I'm going back to sleep now.
Yep.
No.
That is simply not happening.
She goes out and sees her trailer. Yeah, which is cut to ribbons. And she's like, I don't know how I'm going to afford to replace all of this siding.
I also don't know how I'm going to explain it to anybody when I go through the process of getting it replaced.
Yeah. Well, and the neighbors come by and they're like, are you okay?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's probably just vandals in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
Those meddling kids.
Rip apart. Yep, those meddling kids.
And that dog of theirs.
Yeah. It's like a job for the mystery machine.
She can make some calls. She knows a guy.
She knows the guy.
she
She
knows
knows
the
the guy.
Yeah. The whole thing about, like, how am I going to explain this to anybody happens right now because here come the neighbors. Like, you good?
Apparently they didn't agree because they still called up the police station later.
Yeah. We need to make sure y'all know. Yeah.
After that, she calls Adam's house like, hey, everything okay? And Daryl's like, oh, Warren's still kind of alive. And like, apparently a wolf had reported that Mercy was okay. But also Daryl was like, yeah, but it's fine because Samuel was there. And she's like, yes, Samuel stayed over there. And they're both like, oh, well, Adam left around 2. Maybe Samuel gone with him. And now we know where probably Littleton got the voice to throw.
Yeah. I thought he was with you. Now we know we're down several.
And some more that she cares extra about. So she was already clearly going to hunt down the vampire, but now now it's personal.
Yeah. This time it's personal.
Yeah.
It was slightly personal. Now it's extra personal. Yeah.
It got extra personal. Yeah. Guys, if we stay on topic, we might finish a whole chapter.
Go.
Okay, let's get some crossovers.
So she touches base with Daryl, is like, hey, I'm gonna hunt this guy, just heads up.
BRB, hunting vamps.
Yeah, and she figured he didn't really care if she lived or died, so he wasn't gonna try to stop her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. You do you.
Yeah.
She leaves and she calls a zillion people and leaves a bunch of messages, I'm assuming on actual physical tape message machines because...
Oh, yeah. Wait for the beep.
And
the
pagers.
Whole, yeah.
Yep.
She didn't mention pagers, so I just assume these are all like answering machines where the tape can get wound up wrong.
Well, you got to page him, too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you page him too. Elizaveta, no answer from Elizaveta. Tony, call me back. Z tells him everything. And then she's going to go to work and just tell Gabriel to leave so that he doesn't,
So he stays far away from all of this.
he doesn't get got.
Yeah. Because if he does, then who will do the paperwork? And so this is, one must have priorities.
Well, yeah, also she'd feel bad,
I mean, that
Poor
too.
guy.
But
Just
but
works
also
for the wrong
paperwork.
mechanic.
Yeah.
It's a 51%, 49% thing here. Given how much time is devoted in these books to her long and storied history of loathing paperwork, I feel like, maybe 52-48, but it's a near thing.
I get it. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, as we're recording this, not when we release it, it's tax season, and I feel it.
Yeah.
Been in a lot of really crappy situations in her life with all the supernaturals, but it's getting audited by the IRS I really feel the most for.
Yeah. So she does everything she can, and the thing that I appreciated about this was her biggest hurdle right now is I don't know where anybody is, and nobody left any indication of where it was they were headed, and they haven't come back. So I'm going to do the opposite of that. So I'm going to tell everybody, this is the plan. This is what I'm up to. This is what I'm doing.
She tells Daryl all of the information. She's like, if something, call Bran. Do you want me to tell him about part of it? I don't remember which part. And she's like, well, only if he asks. And it was like, really? Are you telling everybody or not? Daryl's actual response is, I hope that works better than it worked for me. But the next thing we hear from Bran is he calls her and she picks up the phone and he says, don't do it.
Yep.
I mean, much later in the day than this. Because this is, given a night with no sleep, a very packed day that she's about to have with lots of back and forth. And after we visited the Tri-Cities, I got a greater appreciation for what a pain in the butt it would be to drive from the police station and then back to Finley and back. This is, she spends a lot of this day in her car.
It's an expedition. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing it in a Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm.
I had to throw that in there.
Well, it's an old rabbit. It's not a Vanagon. So,
Yeah.
I think this one has air conditioning.
Oh.
It's still not efficient. It's not pretty.
Yeah.
I think her next car doesn't have air conditioning, but I think this one does.
Oh.
So.
Which is good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. I've spent a lot of summers in that heat. Do not recommend. No. Yeah. Yeah. The other the other piece of this is that this goes on all day after she had a very long day. Yeah. And so there's a bit at the end where she's like, it's been 40 hours or something. I'm so punchy. You're yeah, I could see it. But still manages to be reasonably capable, which I appreciated.
If I remember correctly, she doesn't sleep tonight either. So
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she's operating on very little sleep and doing it with more aplomb than I think I would handle it.
Mm-hmm. Competence.
Oh, definitely.
Basic competence, yeah. Coherence, all those things. Yeah.
Yeah, coherence.
I did hear somebody classify Mercy Thompson as competency porn.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no,
Fair.
I think that's fair to call it that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So she sets off on the second day of this adventure.
And she runs into Mrs. Hannah, the elderly ghost friend.
Now, the other thing about this is that she sort of set a deadline, because if she can track, because that's part of what motivates this next small bit is I'm not going to like go to Adams or go somewhere and crash for a couple of hours, because if I can get ahead of this, I can find him during the daytime.
Right.
Which means he's going to be kneecapped, and then maybe I'll stand a chance. These guys have been going about it wrong because they went after him in the nighttime. I'm not going to do that. So I got to find him before it gets dark.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to wait and not hunt for him at night because, like, they could have somebody else turn up dead from their group.
Who knows what could who knows what could have happened in the night that is ending now.
Right.
We're not going to get that fallout until later. And so as an added bonus, finding him during the daytime means maybe she stands a chance. So
she does have very much of a ticking clock.
Even if it's only in her own mind, she's on a timer. And that's when we run into our friendly neighborhood ghost.
I have a drawing of that dark boy who likes you.
Yeah.
And she means Adam, who's Russian, which means it's a generous definition of the word dark.
Yeah.
I thought she said dark-haired. Maybe I just didn't.
I think there is a group of people that mean hair when they say that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's sure.
But still, I have a drawing of that boy. And they have a brief little conversation.
Yeah, and she mentions Joe, apparently.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, she was always making up these boyfriends. I could never tell if they were real or not.
Yeah.
She's like, we always have to change for our men. They're worth it. And all Mercy can think about is, oh, that's what's been freaking me out about Adam, is I feel like he's changing me.
Yeah.
Little independent coyote don't like that so much.
No, not a fan.
I changed so much for my man.
No.
You do live in a house without wheels.
Which I wanted to talk to you about. They make trailers with west and east wings, second stories, and basements now.
I don't think that's true.
Come on, walk-in, sleep-in closets.
Tell her about the
telling ya.
elevator chair on the stairs, Eric.
Yeah, the elevator and stairs. Also, vampires can't enter it. They might be able to tear it apart, but
They can't enter it.
can't enter it. So
You can't get in. Yep.
just saying.
Just think, every day you could wake up in a different place.
After Littleton hauls our house away.
Yeah. Her trailer got repossessed by a sorcerer.
Oh, he's back.
Yep, he's back. You let me back in the pack, now I'm kicked back out.
Missed a payment, literally repossessed.
Yep, repossessed.
Now I'm out of the pack.
Pun and done.
On that happy note, we finished at the end of a chapter, so maybe
Hey.
we can be like more organized. No.
No. A little disappointed about the crossovers.
It's good to dream.
I'm really impressed with our progress we've made. So next time, we're going to tackle Chapter 10 of Bloodbound. Thanks so much for joining us. Farewell, Howl.
Ow.